Details about Mr. Regatta.
Okay, let's bring in Matthew Horace. Matthew, again, great job by law enforcement here. You take us inside law enforcement. When you get a call like this, now you know you've got someone climbing Trump Tower. What's your first move?
Well, you know, the first thing is to make sure that the climber and law enforcement first responders are safe. From there, they speak to the person, try to determine an identity. In this case, he told them his name was Steve. He was from Virginia. That enabled the Secret Service and the NYPD and other law enforcement to go back and use technology like facial recognition. Try to find someone named Steve in that age range that had a license in Virginia, perhaps. It also enabled them to go back and check social media sites, and you see that chilling video. And believe it or not, the Secret Service is not going to take him at his word. They're going to go back now and try to determine if he was following a campaign, what his capacity was, if he created other social media diatribes, and try to determine what the extent of his capacity and motive was.
So you see that YouTube clip as this is going on. How does that change the equation? Again, he's not threatening. He wants, though, to get and talk to Donald Trump.
It really doesn't change the equation from a risk perspective, and here's the reason why. You can't trust the diatribe of a madman. In this case, we're saying he may have had some psychological issues. This is a campaign. Donald Trump is running for president, and the Secret Service and other law enforcement won't take anything for granted.
Got it. Is Rachel still with us, guys? Hey, Rachel, I think a lot of people also wonder, you know, you've been around the building. Do we know where this began? Did any witness say, yeah, I saw him scaling this portion of the building, or how it all started, and nobody flagged it really before he got up to the 5th floor?
You know, this is a heavily trafficked area, very much a tourist destination here. A lot of surveillance cameras. As I look up, you see many in my line of sight. Certainly those surveillance, that surveillance footage will be in the hands of authorities. Right now, though, we don't know the details of how he was able to start scaling the building.
Got it. And Matthew, as this wrapped up, you know, we noticed it got a little rough there as he's resisting. They're able to pull him in. How dangerous is it for law enforcement, you know, a rescue like that, so to speak, and you're trying to end this without incident?
Well, anything like this presents a significant risk to law enforcement. The people you saw in that video were tethered inside, so they were fairly safe in terms of falling out of that window. But we're at a very high level. It's a high-level floor. There's the unexpected and there's the expected, and they're trying to pull this thing to a safe conclusion. So it's very risky, and these are those situations you have to think about when law enforcement, people take it for granted. Very dangerous situation brought to a peaceful end.
Well put, law enforcement. Great job there. And now, again, still the search for more answers, and hopefully his family will speak out. We'll find out more context. Rachel, thank you. Matthew, great job as well. Hey,